Okay. All right, y'all. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? This your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win, man. It's good to see y'all. It's good to see y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for coming in, man. Thank y'all so much for okay, let's cut that down. Thank y'all so much for coming in, man. It's always good to see y'all on today. Um, um, let's see, Michelle, good to see you. Edie, good to see you in the building. Randy, you say you'll be back later on. I got you. You'll catch the replay. Awesome. Let's see who else we got in the building. PCEC, good to see you. Kitty Shaw, good to see you. Fat Boo, what's going on? What's going on? Listen, y'all, before we get started, Pure T, good to see you. Before we get started, I do not find um let me say this. I want to give my damn. First of all, I didn't want to do this live stream. That's one. But hey, somebody got to do it, and I'm going to do it. Uh, I'm gonna give my condolences to the Kurt's Charlie Kurt's family, his wife, his beautiful wife, his beautiful children he left behind. His mother, his father, his grandparents. Um, we have to take into account a lot of people that's dealing um, with the passing of the um, I look at Charlie. um, he was very iconic, you know to a lot of influencers on the social media platform. One thing we know about Charlie, he did what a lot of a lot of people wanted to do, or however he said what a lot of people are afraid to say. He said it. We know that he was a huge debater. He found comfort on a lot of college campuses throughout the United States of America. We know that he also campaigned with President Donald Trump. Also, we know that he's the founder of, I think it's Turning Point USA. Um, he was starting, he was starting, back up, on his um, he was starting his tours. He was starting back to do his tours, and unfortunately, on yesterday he was in Idaho. I think that was Idaho State University. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Um, Milko's good to see you. Good to see you, sir. Um, Jamie, good to see you. Um, he was there, doing what he do, and unfortunately, somebody, uh, someone took this. They took this young man's life. Uh, from my understanding, I think he was only 31 at the time, and his wife and his daughter was out in the audience. I don't know their exact location. This right here is alleged, and let's just say if his family was out in the audience, how can how do you explain to your toddlers, to your children, I mean, we got to look at the bigger picture here. You know, how the mother is going to explain to her daughter to, you know, what she just witnessed. It's it's no, I mean, it's no right way to put this. Um, you know, he mm, I followed Charlie for a few years now, and I'm one of his huge supporters. I really enjoy his content. Um, I enjoy him being very logical about situations. Sometimes he can be a little emotional, but overall he's very logical. He's going to tell it like it is, right? He don't allow other people's feelings um, to come between what's factual. And he stood on business when it was time to when it was time to um, push a certain narrative, right? To help people to understand it's more than just your side to every story. It's more than just your feelings if we are trying to make a major difference in this country. And, you know, he was the face of that, right? To so many, including myself. So you know, when he debated, you know, transgenders, um, when he debated abortion, you know, abortion laws, and when he debated, um, you know, different different policies when it comes to politics. You know, he done his research, and you know, as people already know, people know that I'm not a Christian, right? However, this gentleman here, he was a huge, he was a huge, you know, religious man. Um, you know, he was all the way around. You know, y'all. It's hard to y'all. It's I'm still trying to I'm still trying to get my words out on this, because I'm gonna say this again. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this live. Um, when I was at work, and you know, I took I took a little break, and I just opened up my phone, and I'm talking about 10 minutes prior to me opening up my phone. You know, I had got an alert. And of course, I follow Charlie. I follow his social media platforms. And I saw breaking news. And I opened it up, and it said, you know, Charlie Kirk, you know, attempted, you know, assassination on Charlie Kirk, allegedly, right? And I was like, what? And I was like, okay, this is some AI shit, right? This is some AIs, you know. Somebody is putting out some fake news or some bullshit, you know, not Charlie, right? So I put my phone in my pocket, and I'm telling y'all one thing about me and vibrations. Right after I seen that, something would tell me if this is full of shit or wait a minute, you need to look into this. So I was feeling very uneasy, right? This right here was around about 1-ish, about, you know, a little bit after 1 o'clock my time. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Something ain't right here. So I look back at my phone, and I'm looking, right? I'm using my iPhone right now, but so I'm looking at my phone, y'all. I'm looking at my phone. And I'm just going through, you know, I'm going through social media trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. It's a developing story. And y'all, when I tell you, y'all, my hands was shaking, okay? My fucking hands was shaking. I'm searching through social media trying to figure out what the hell is going on with Charlie Kirk. And then a video came up of this man getting shot, allegedly. And if you've seen the video, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoo. Whoo. First of all, my first question. Y'all please walk with me, y'all. Please walk with your boy. Walk with me right now. My first question, who allowed this on TikTok? TikTok take me down for saying some words that's non-derogatory. I'm not out here cussing people out at the time. I'm not cussing people out. I'm not calling people out of their names. You take my platform down and suspend me for 7 days. But I'm looking at this fucking video of this young man, this political influencer, get unalived on TikTok. I'm looking at this shit and this shit is raw. And you take me down. And I don't show nothing like that on my social media platform. So my next question, if they allowed this to stay up and they're pushing this through the algorithm, right? If they're pushing this, if TikTok is pushing this video, I said, hold on. I had to get my feelings out of this shit. I said, wait a minute. Hold on. Why are they pushing this? This particular video. Now, the narrative shows that Charlie Kirk was shot by someone dressed in all black on a roof a little bit over 200 yards away. That's the developing story that's going out, that's coming across the screens. Great Vibes, why did you go live about this on yesterday? No. I'm not an impulse type person. Let me see what more bullshit is about to come out. Because I'm gonna be honest, I went from being emotional. That's when logic kicked in. I said, why are they pushing this shit right here? What the fuck? Why are they pushing this? They already had, I'm gonna show y'all videos. They already had someone of interest detained. When I looked at that video and I'm looking, I said, no, you could probably fool other motherfuckers, but you can't fool me. I said, no. Let me show y'all something, okay? I'm going to show y'all some footage. I'm not going to show y'all the raw footage that I have because number one is it's not fair to his wife and to his daughters. It's not fucking fair for that particular video to circulate around the internet. So out of respect for his family, I'm not going to play that raw video. But I am going to play this. So if you are sensitive, if you think this live stream is going to be a little too much, I suggest you to take a step back. You can pause this live, you can mute it. But I want y'all to understand, I'm still trying to take this shit in, because me, I was very, I feel like I was close to this guy. Never met him a day in my life, but I related with him on so many topics and the way he dealt with stuff, and he's, it just is, mm. This some bullshit. This some real bullshit. So now this is when the logical side kick in. All right? Remember, I tell you all, when we deal with things, leave your feelings to the side. If we want to try to dissect things, look at things, and try to get to the bottom of it. Be careful on what you hear coming through the news outlet, y'all. I can't even get my fucking words out because I'm saddened. My heart is very heavy right now, and I'm saddened by this whole event. And I'm pretty sure it's being felt clean across this country. Y'all, before I do this, y'all, we're gonna take 30 seconds, and we're going to have a moment of silence for Mr. Charlie Kirk, his wife, and his children that he left behind. So let's just have a 30-second moment of silence. All right. Thank y'all so much for that. Thank y'all so much for that. Milko said, and around the world. Yeah, it was definitely felt around the world. Um, uh, this man right here, he was the voice for so many young people. And the way he changed the view of politics for the young people. You know, of course, he had a lot of haters, but that comes with, you know, when you walk into a social construct environment, and you have people with different views and different opinions, and they try not to use logic. They, as being a content creator and also a public figure, you have to look past all of that, right? You got to, stand 10 toes down, and, whatever the law says or whatever the facts say, you got to stand on that. And instead of showing, he was able to do it, articulate his words to where it drew people in to understand where, his point of view. And, it just, the way he did it was absolutely amazing. And like I said, by him being 31 years old, I really looked up to this guy for a few years. And yeah, so I want y'all to take a look at this. Y'all take a good look at this.
You know how?
Let me unmute this. Okay, here it is.
How many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great. I just want to point out the lot of empirical evidence there. It's 5. Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm gonna give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
So oh my goodness. All right. All right. So y'all, it's hard for me to do this. It really is. It's hard. It's hard for me to do this. I'm also about to show this. Now, y'all forgive me if I'm all over the place. Y'all got to understand this is fresh. Y'all, listen. This is still fresh and a lot of purity. I appreciate that. I'm gonna try to make it through this. I promise you, I am. Okay, so y'all look at this. Let me let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get some audio on this. Okay, here it is. Hold on one second. Let me get some audio on this. All right, y'all. Now, so yes, that's his wife. He left behind his wife and his 2 beautiful children. And like I said, y'all, I'm a father too, so it's okay. So this the first thing that I did. Okay, so I immediately went into it, and this is what they let me see if I got. Hold on. I want to make sure that I got the. I want to show y'all the video of something that came, you know, shortly.
I'm gonna say this.
No, we ain't gonna show that yet. Cause I went to digging, right? I immediately went to digging, and cause one thing you could do, you could fool everybody else, but you can't fool me. Hold on. Let me, cause I want to make sure I do this in order. No. We ain't gonna show that. Oh, I have it. Okay. All right, Edie. Edie, I see the information that you sending me. Just to let you know. It's something that I captured. Right. This is the first thing that I found very interesting. Okay. I think this is it. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I want to make sure I give y'all the right video. Let me bring it up over here so y'all can see it. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Do y'all remember if you watch this? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Because a few things that I'm going to show. It's a few things that I'm going to show. And let me try to, it's one particular one that I'm looking for. Like I told y'all just kind of walk with your boy Great Vibes, okay? Just give me a second, cause like I said, I'm still taking this in myself. Okay, that's not the one I'm looking for. Cause once again, we got to be careful on what we see on the news, right? So remember, one thing with me, I like to take the totality of everything that's coming out, and let's start using a little. Okay, hold on. Hope they didn't. Hold on, y'all. It's one particular one that I'm looking for. All right, so let me play this right here first, okay? Because this right here is what.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words.
While the suspect is at large.
All right.
This incident.
Okay, so we're going to play this one right here. Now, this is when Great Vibes my investigator skills kind of pop in, right? This is when the mouth they mouthing kicks in. Right? This right here was moments after the shooting incident. Now, okay. Do y'all remember, and I think they went through the internet and deleted this particular video. So this video right here, I'm talking about just a few moments after the incident, they had this guy, okay? Right? That guy right there, all right? Now, if you look closely, I couldn't find the other video. He got on short pants, right? He got on these short pants, right? And it looks like the pants that he got on go with his outfit. However, if you look closely, if you seen the video, his pants, it was some black pants that was wrapped around his legs that they had to kind of drag him to the patrol car, or right here next to the patrol car. So the first thing, listen, the first thing that went through my mind is they say it was a guy in black. So they went and found this older gentleman with some black pants on that was pulled around, that was pulled down to his ankles, and they detained him. I'm talking about just like that, right? The pants that he have on right now, the short pants he have on with that shirt, that tells me, this just me, that tells me that that's what he already had on coming to this event. And it looks like them pants that was wrapped around his legs, it looks like that was put on him because they needed someone to blame, like now. I'm going to say this one more time. Those pants, if anybody could find the original video, because I thought I saved it, the pants, when they was taking him into custody, the pants was wrapped around his legs. It wasn't pulled up like they just grabbed him and, detained him. It looks like that someone put these pants on him and he didn't have time to pull them up. They needed someone to put the blame on. He was the first one of person of interest. I'ma say this one more time. We're talking about less than 30 minutes after the incident. Those pants look like someone put those pants on him. Because it's funny how the police automatically had someone detained. Just like that if this shot was taken from over 200 yards away. That's amazing. You only had, 6, 7 officers on duty? And probably half of those was in plain clothes out in the audience. This person's supposed to be alleged on the rooftop that took this shot. How you already have him in custody with these pants pulled down around his ankles? Now the question is, who put those pants on him? Right? Was y'all doing this for to push this out, to push this narrative out because so many phone cameras was on this situation, and they knew, whoever is behind this, they knew, you can't make this shit up. They knew. You found the video of the pants? Hold on one second. She says she found the video of the pants. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Edie. Hell, she went on X to find this shit. Hold on, I got it. I want y'all to see this shit. Thank you, Edie. Let me screen record this shit real quick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't make this shit up. Hold on. Okay, that's when he dropped down on his knee. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all the video. Some ain't, I'm telling. Mm, mm, mm. All right. Got it. Okay, cool. No, it's just so many videos coming up on my algorithm with Kirk Charlie, and this shit is hitting me like crazy. But I'm gonna work through it. I'm gonna show y'all this. I'm gonna work through it, y'all. Just bear with me. If y'all see me keep getting up, hey, this one right here is a little emotional for me. All right, now, okay, let me airdrop this. Thank you so much, Edie. Good, got it. All right, just airdropped it. All right, cool. Here it is. All right. Thank you so much, Edie. I want y'all to take a look at this. Once again, this is just great vibes. I'm not an impulse reactor, right? So I want to see what's coming out, right? Y'all look at this. For the people that haven't seen this. All right? Don't worry about the audio. Don't care about the audio. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. So y'all see that his pants, y'all see that? Let me pause it. Okay, good. Let me move, lady. Hold on. Okay, right there. So y'all see this man. Hold on, god damn it. Let me get a better. Make sure I get a better view of that. Okay. Okay, right here. Y'all see that this man, the first person of interest that they got, you got the police got him in custody, right? Or detained, right? Have him detained. His pants is pulled down. His pants is pulled down. This just great vibe just looking at the totality of this situation here. You have somebody in less than 30 minutes in custody. His pants is pulled down. Now, are these his original pants or were these pants put on him because it was a person that was in black that took this shot? Was these pants put on him? And they fell down to his knees because y'all couldn't get it on quick enough. Or even if this was him, right, which we know it's not, even if this was him, why would his pants be down like that? A lot of the times, the odd chances of someone's pants is pulled down like that is when the police bust down to your fucking door and either you in the middle of doing something or your ass is asleep and they give you the courtesy of putting some pants on and you become combative and they just drag your ass out. Can I pull my pants up? No, bro, you had the chance. Why was his pants down? Are those his pants or were those pants put on him? Because right now we need to frame someone. Somebody needs to take the fall for this right now. This is just a question. He could have came in with these pants on, but that right there looked very suspicious to me, and I will be asking questions. All right, that's just one. That was just one. All right, y'all say he was just a distraction. Okay, I'm glad y'all follow me. All right, so after they had this person of interest, this is what was released shortly thereafter. All right, listen to this.
It occurred with a large crowd around. There was one shot fired and one victim. While the suspect is at large, we believe this was a targeted attack.
Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA was hosting an event here on campus when the shot was fired.
I just saw it hit him in the chest, and then all of a sudden just tons of blood gushing right out where his heart is. And then he fell over and slumped down, and everybody got down and was screaming, and then we all ran.
The police arrested someone. They were dragging him all the way down.
Police swarmed the campus as Utah Valley University went into lockdown, officers searching building by building, removing students hiding inside in fear.
This is a dark day for our state. It's a tragic day for our nation. And I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination.
At a news conference Wednesday afternoon, police announced a person of interest was in custody in connection with the shooting.
We do know dressed in all dark clothing, but we don't have a much better description other than that.
Where do you believe the shot came from?
The shot came from here on campus, from a location at a fair, potentially from a roof.
A second person who's known to frequent political rallies was also arrested on suspicion of obstruction of justice, but is not believed to be part of the shooting.
We have a person of interest in custody. The investigation is ongoing. But I want to make it crystal clear right now to whoever did this, we will find you. We will try you. And we will hold you accountable to the furthest extent of the law. And I just want to remind people that we still have the death penalty here in the state of Utah.
The Utah Department of Public Safety and FBI confirmed their person of interest in the shooting was questioned and released. Police are now asking people to share video and images from the day.
We are working on setting up a digital media tip line, and as soon as it's established, we'll get that information out to everyone.
The assassination of Charlie Kirk also brought this response from the governor about political polarization.
Our nation is broken. We've had political assassinations recently in Minnesota. We had an attempted assassination on the governor of Pennsylvania. And we had an attempted assassination.
Yeah, Edie, I think I have that video already. Okay, if the quality is not that good, I'll let you know. Thank you, Edie.
On a presidential candidate and former president of the United States, and now current president of the United States. Nothing I say can unite us as a country. Nothing I can say right now can fix what is broken. Nothing I can say can bring back Charlie Kirk. Our hearts are broken. We mourn with his wife, his children, his family, his friends. We mourn as a nation. If anyone in the sound of my voice celebrated even a little bit at the news of this shooting, I would beg you to look in the mirror and to see if you can find a better angel in there somewhere.
So tonight, the FBI has now announced a digital tip line. They're asking people.
Damn, this shit is hard to watch. Now that came out shortly thereafter. Okay, so now I'm starting to do I'm looking at what people are putting out, right? Because I'm not in Idaho. I'm all the way in Tennessee. Laura, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate it. So I'm sitting back just kind of looking things from a bird's eye view, right? So I'm watching what's going on YouTube. I'm watching what people saying on TikTok, and I'm also watching X, right? I'm all watching this shit at the same time because Charlie, that was my boy. Never met the guy, never talked to the guy, but that was my boy indirectly, right? Damn, that shit hurt. All right. Now, okay. So this guy right here, by the name of, and I want y'all, if y'all can, and I'm gonna say it. Yep, I'm gonna say it. Now, right now, I'm going to say this. Great Vibes do not tolerate any violence on his platform. All right? Now, I can't tell people what to say. I can't tell people how to feel. Remember, this is a country of free speech, all right? But I'm finna call someone out, all right? I'm gonna call out this young man right here, this gentleman right here. This guy's name is, I think he go by, what, Jazzy J Man News over on TikTok. I want y'all to listen to what he had to say. Hold on, wait. Let me unmute that.
This dude spent all of his young life spreading hate. You was spreading all this hate, making all this money from the hate that you were spreading, and you didn't have security? But I kind of understand why, because you live in this world of whiteness, and you think that everybody agrees with that bullshit that you was out here spreading. I don't feel sorry for you.
Cool. All right. Now, this is a message to Jazzy J Man. When you put dumb shit out on the internet, be prepared for people to call you out on it. Number one is, sir, I don't know you. I don't want to get to know you. Don't give a flying fucks about you. Well, you said this, all right? Let's break this video down. All right? Let's break this video down.
This dude spent all of his young life spreading hate.
All right. Charlie Kirk was 31 years old. You said he spent all of his young life spreading hate. Well, Mr. Jazzy, sir, J Man, sir, you haven't said anything about what type of hate that he's spreading. Kind of usually when it comes from us men, if we want to address something, we will address what we would turn our attention towards what we are addressing. If he's spreading hate, what is the hate that he's spreading? All right, that's one. Let's see what else you say.
You was spreading all this hate, making all this money from the hate.
Okay. Once again, you still haven't addressed the hate that he's spreading or that he was spreading. And two is you say he's making all this money. Well, I mean, first of all, number one is why you counting this man's pockets? And that's what black people love to do. They like to go around counting other folks' pockets. You making all this money doing this. What the fuck that got to do with you? I mean, are you mad because you sitting in your little ass, tight ass room behind some cheap ass headphones, them thick ass glasses on, and this man is out traveling the fucking country, meeting up with presidents and congressmen and politicians, and your ass sitting in your fucking living room doing your podcast, and you mad at him? He out here making a change, right? Changing the lives of many millions of young people. But he's spreading hate. What hate are you talking about? You counting this man's pockets? This man has a wife, He have a family, bills just like everybody else. That his fucking job that he loves to do. Unlike most of us that go to a 9 to 5 that we hate going to. And you worried about how much money he makes. And you are jealous. Just like a Negro. Let's continue.
That you were spreading, and you didn't have security?
Last time I checked, this man had security. 3, 4, 5, sometimes a 6-man team. His security was there around him. Did you not see it? His security team had to get with the chief of police so they could orchestrate how they was going to set up the security team and also law enforcement out in the crowd and also around the perimeter. Did you not see that? Do you not see his security team? Oh, my bad. Your ass don't. Sir, you don't need security. Look at you. If anybody's spreading hate, that's hate what you're doing right now. So they're right there just to show me, you're showing everyone, including myself, that you know nothing about this guy. Nothing about this guy. Because most women, they will respond off their emotions, sir. Most women would do that. Most of them. If they hear something they don't like, oh, I feel like he's doing this or I feel like she's doing that. Because you hear one thing, oh, he's spreading hate throughout the country. Well, sir, did you listen to the totality of everything that he speaks about? Do you listen from the beginning to the end versus just kind of picking out shit that triggers your fucking emotions and you want to speak out? Wow, are you serious? Women do that shit. All right, let's continue. And you laughing. You find that shit funny. Okay, all right, gotcha.
But I kind of understand why. Because you live in this world of the whiteness.
What, sir, this world of whiteness, what do they look like? Because the last time I checked, you said world, right? So you're including all countries. The last time I checked, Africa is the largest continent on this fucking planet. And that's mostly, dark-skinned, melanated people. Last time I checked, you got a bunch of melanated people over here in the States, right? About, let's see, roughly around, 14%, right at 15% here in the States. We're not talking about up in Russia. You got melanated people over there. We got melanated people over in England, right? You got melanated people that's Australian, right? You got melanated Chinese people. Do we need to continue about this right here? But you said through this white privileged world, right? What world are you living in? Because this world is not made up of Caucasian white people. You probably don't even know the term when the term white came out. Did you know it was around the 17th century? Did you know that? So if you're going to address something like this, make sure you have the proper name. Okay. All right, Sparkling says, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Let's continue what else he got to say. Because it sounds like this man don't even know his fucking history.
And you think that everybody agrees with that bullshit that you was out here spreading.
He never said that in one of his, in any of his debates, he never fits his mouth to say that. He always talk about freedom of speech. He always say people are going to agree with me. Some people's going to disagree with me. He never once said he want everybody to agree with him. Even when people come up to the mic and speak and they disagree with him, he's tell them you have every right to feel like that. He tell them that. So what you just said on this third time, you just lied.
I don't feel sorry for you.
Well, ain't nobody ask you to feel sorry for you because don't nobody know you. Don't nobody know you, sir. We don't know you. He don't know you. So do you think he give a rat's ass how you feel about it? So before you put some hatred like this over the internet, I would think twice about what you're doing and what you're saying. Because you said he's spreading hatred. You're spreading hatred, sir. And if I was you, you need to have a reality check. You need to go back and look deep down on the inside on why you hate yourself. Because ain't nobody looking up Uncle Run Run right now. You look like your name Uncle Gerald. You look like Gerald. Gerald without the curls. I'm bald-headed just like you. But you lost your juice a long time ago. All right? Get your ass off the internet, sir. All right, let me show y'all this right here. I had to address that. So, when the Democrats found out about what happened to Charlie Kirk, now all this is in the same time frame, right? We're going to break down the shooting in a minute, y'all. Just hold on. All this, what I'm doing, is very important. All right? Because my ass before I put my name on something, before I say anything, I like to try to, see what the fuck I'm talking about. And you know what? And by this still being a developing story, things are going to change, right? Remember, this right here happened, about 24 hours ago? So everything is still new. Milkos, I'm sorry. This is just my investigative skills. It's just my senses, right? Just something about this whole thing ain't right. Now, when the Democrats found out that I can't get this man's name out, Charlie Kirk was shot and killed. Listen what these folks had to say. Just look at the video. Fuck it. Just look at the video. Hold on, that's not it. What the hell? Hold on. Whoa. Hold on, I thought that was it. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Do apologize. I do apologize.
Please rise for a moment.
Okay, here it is. Found it. Y'all listen to this.
Please rise for a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk and his family. Let's wait a minute. The House will be in order. The House will be in order. The House will be in order. Thank you.
I'm sorry, y'all. I was scaring you too, right? Because once again, I'm looking at everything. Let's give a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. Them Democrats started to cut the fuck up. Okay. Okay. All right. Look at this one. Where is it? Here it is. Now, because remember, when I get to the meat and potatoes, it's going to make sense what I'm doing. So this is the reaction from Nancy Mace, one of the Democrats that was in that room. Okay, this is her reaction.
I'm going to say this. Democrats own what happened today. I am devastated. My kids have called panicking. They probably, all the kids of every conservative in the country called panicking. Just because you speak your mind on an issue doesn't mean you get shot.
Then by that logic, do Republicans own the shooting of the 2 Democratic lawmakers in Minnesota?
Political.
Isn't this on both sides?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm asking.
We don't know what condition Charlie Kirk is in right now. Some raging leftist lunatic put a bullet through his neck, and you want to talk about Republicans right now? No.
No, I'm asking you said the Democrats
own it. The Democrats own this.
But isn't there a problem with political violence across the spectrum?
Yeah, we're talking about Charlie Kirk right now. That's the subject of this that we're talking about right now. Democrats own this 100%.
Y'all still with me? If you still with me, put a 1 in the chat. I told y'all I like to dig. Put a 1 in the chat if you still with me. All right, we only had 3 people to respond. We got 4. So Sparkle, Jennifer, Fat Boo, Elena. Elena, good to see you. I need a lot of people. I need these comments going, y'all. I need the comments going. If y'all want me to continue, I need some participation. All right, if y'all want, for YouTube to push us out. Jamie, Simone, good to see all of y'all. Now. All right. So she said, so y'all seen the anger, right? From the left side, right? And she just came out, hey, we own it. Hey, shit, shit. That shouldn't have happened. We take ownership of this. I said, okay. All right. Somebody put in the comments already. This is a fucking rabbit hole, right? Now, so when I heard that, it took my attention to violence. No. It took my attention on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's see what President Donald Trump had to say, y'all. I'm sorry. We got to walk through this. We got to walk through this, y'all. Yeah, your boy Great Vibes was doing. I was trying to do my homework for you all. All right, let's see what Donald Trump had to say. Some people say it was AI. Some people say it wasn't. I don't know. Whatever. All right, let's see what he had to say.
Fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there has never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith, and we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven. Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the 2 young, beloved children, and his entire family who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America. Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever. to share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace. It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best of America and the...
Y'all, it was an echo. Y'all, it was an echo. It was an echo, y'all. I really do apologize about the echo. Man, I do apologize about that echo. What was I thinking? Let me go halfway. I do apologize, y'all. Let me go halfway. I apologize for that.
Good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever, to share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace. It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight, I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country. An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed, because together we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come. Today, because of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before, and it's not even close. May God bless his memory. May God watch over his family. And may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Now, I can only imagine how tough that was for if that was a real a real statement from our president, our commander in chief. I can only imagine, if that was tough for him to do that, right, to put that statement out, because he was very close with Charlie, Mr. Charlie Kirk. Okay, he was very close with him. Now, this video right here, y'all, and I want y'all to pay attention to this. This right here is just great vibes, being great vibes. All right. No, that's not. Why I keep pulling that up? Okay, this it right here. All right, I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? This right here is what caught me, okay? So I'm gonna blow this up, all right? And I want y'all to pay attention to something. All right. All right. Who see that dot, that dark mark on his shirt, on his left hand side? You see that I got that arrow pointing right to that mark. Who see this? Put a 1 in the chat if you see what that arrow is pointing to. All right, Spark says she see it. Fat Boo says she see it. Who else see it? All right. What's going on with my microphone? All right. Yeah. Y'all see that black dot? All right, cool. Now, when I first seen this dot, y'all know how, like, when I'm creating content outside my computer, and if I'm on my cell phone, if I'm on my cell phone creating content, we use what you call these microphones, right? With these microphones, so people can understand where I'm coming from. With these microphones, right? You plug it into your cell phone or you plug it into your mobile device, right? These what the microphones look like, all right? Now, with these microphones, however you put these microphones on, you could put them on the outside of your shirt or you could put them on the inside of your shirt. But behind that microphone, so it can stay on your clothing, it comes with a black piece. If y'all can see this, it comes with this black piece right here. All right. Shit. Hold on. Listen, if you're watching on the cell phone and the TV, it's going to be a delay. Okay. It's definitely going to be a delay. You're going to see this here, right? You're going to see these black pieces. All right. That's what you see. And normally we'll have it on just to show y'all what it'll look like. We'll put the microphone on. Then we'll put that on top of it. So the microphone, God damn it, stick on. So people won't think that I'm crazy. This is just great vibes. It's just my little investigation work. All right. That piece will look just like that, all right? Can y'all see that dot? There go the dot right there, all right? So when I looked at it, I was like, well, that could have been a microphone, right? It's a microphone to something. Also, what I'm realizing here, most people that use a microphone, we'll have it here in the front. Sometimes we'll have it on our hat, or sometimes it'd be like close near our mouth, right? I don't see too many people putting the microphone on the side. So I said, could have been a microphone. Okay. This is the first rabbit hole I went down. Because my ass, even if you go back and look at the video, just to let y'all know it's not Photoshop. Go back and look at the video and you will see that black dot there. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this. Oops, hit play. Let me pause to get that sound. I might give a damn about that sound. All right. Look at this. Slow motion. Slowed it all the way down. Pay attention. Y'all see how that black dot, it moves over, disappears, then comes back. Okay? When the dot gets, look at this right here. When the dot gets to, hold on, right there, all right? You see how that dot, it spreads. With a microphone dot is a piece of metal. It don't expand like that. All right, it goes up and disappears. Okay, whatever this dot is, it moves along and goes straight towards the impact of entry that's supposed to be is pew pew shot wound, right? All right. Now, are y'all with me? So we can rule out there was a microphone. Is it safe to say that? Is it safe to say that wasn't a microphone? A microphone piece of metal doesn't expand. If it was a magnet microphone, the impact of that shot, even if it would have, the impact would have took that microphone and slid it, the metal part would have been consistent with its shape. It doesn't change shape. That's why I got it paused right there. Y'all see it, it becomes wide. Y'all see that? And then it disappears, right? All right. So we're going to play this one more time so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Watch how it expands. Boom. Y'all see it expands, right? Then it disappears. But it goes straight in the direction of the entry wound. Disappears. Now you see it. Now you see the gunshot wound. Allegedly. Now remember, I'm still... You say you don't know, it still look like a microphone or something. It expands. The metal part on the microphone don't expand. If you look at it, I'm going to pause it. If you see it, right, even if it was a microphone, if that shot, listen to this, all right? Let's do this, right? This is me. This is just me, and y'all going down this rabbit hole with me. If this was a microphone, do you think the moment that gun shot that wounded him, the minute it goes in, it hits him, that microphone would have reacted, a half a nanosecond thereafter the shot? This particular thing, whatever it was, it reacted before. Look. It reacted before impact, right? Look. You don't see no wound. Okay, it happened at the same time, all right? It happened at the same time. I missed that one. It happened at the same time. All right, so I do see the impact, and I see the little black thing that's moving. But look at this. It disappears. And then y'all see what you see. So that's one of the rabbit holes that I went down. What the fuck was that? All right, that's one. Here go another rabbit hole I went down. Like I said, I can probably be wrong, right? There's just some shit that I'm looking at. All right? Let me get it. Let me get it, y'all. Hold on. Okay, here it is. All right. Tell you, your boy Great. Like I said, nobody is safe when it comes to me. Something like this right here, at a public setting like this with over 3,000 people, everybody's the suspect, right? Everybody is a suspect. Everybody's a person of interest. That's me, right? Everybody. All right, yeah, you could tell me that it was a gunman on the roof 200 yards away. That's what you want me to believe, right? All right, a lot of other people believe that shit. But I ain't take that bait, right? I want y'all to look at this right here. I told y'all, hey, I just need y'all to walk with me. You said look at it from a different angle and see if it does the same thing. Okay. Somebody said maybe a bee. All right. Because it was flying. You said because it was flying in mid-air, it's on the neck when it disappears. Right. Listen, everything is on the table right now. Everything. Remember when forensics go in, they looking at everything, right? Everything. And that's what I do. I look at any possible case, scenario. You know, if it was a mic, who put his mic on? If it was a bee, who the fuck flew a bee inside the event? Whatever, right? You know, who's in charge of bee control? Would y'all look at this? I'm just a messenger, okay? And I'm gonna make this bigger. I want y'all to see this right here, okay? I want y'all to watch this young lady. And Edie, I'm going to get to the information you sent me. I want y'all to watch you said sure did in the video. Yeah, you can see it in the video. It and it expands around his neck. You said great vibes. We're Sherlock Holmes Gen X. Look at this right here. Y'all see this young lady in this black and white striped dress with this hat on, with these shades on? Y'all look at this. Pay attention to her hands, right? Hold on.
It's 5. Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm gonna give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
Whoa, did y'all see that? Hold on. Whoa. Notice he said, right? Because y'all know if you watch the video, you was right when he said counted gang violence or non-gang violence, that's when I want y'all to look at, hold on, wait, y'all can't see the fucking video. Hold on. Ain't this some shit? Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Livia, thank you so much for the $2 euros. Appreciate it. Look at that, send me $2 in euros. I really appreciate that. I want y'all to look at this. Look at her hand movement right before the shot. And I'm going to slow this shit down, right? Notice she's on her phone, right? She's on her phone. Are y'all following me? Watch this right here. She's on her phone. And as you slow it down, watch this right here. Right when he pick up that microphone, we know maybe 3 seconds after that, that's when he got shot, right? She look up at him and watch this right here, y'all. She got her hands, she's still on that phone, and watch her hands. You see how she throw up? She look like she throws something up. She throw up a hand signal, right? It's blurry. Do y'all see that? Look at that. Right when she threw that hand signal up, that's when he was shot. do y'all see that? Okay, let me know. Great Vibes ain't crazy. All right, right with Great Vibes, everybody's a suspect. Do y'all see that right there? That's when the shot was taken. I'm just looking at everything, okay? Can y'all, hold on, hold on, y'all. Y'all can't even see the fucking video. Y'all can't even see the fucking video. Okay, there it is. Y'all can't even see the fucking video. Now you should be able to see the video. Here it is. All right, y'all, I got it. Everybody calm down. I got it. All right, look. Okay, look. Let's do this again. All right. She's on her cell phone. It should be center now, y'all. She's on her cell phone. All right. The guy asked a question. All right. The guy asked a question. He answered the question. All right. Watch her fingers, y'all. Y'all see that? Right when she did that, that's when the shot was taken. All right. You see that? I ain't crazy. I mean, I don't know how many times y'all want me to move her fingers. But right when she did that, that's when the shot was taken. Now, all right, I'm just asking questions, y'all. I'm just asking questions. Everybody that was there is a POI. All right, just asking questions. All right. Because after the shot, look at this. Number one is, who was she signal? Who was she throwing the signals to, right? If it was, right? I can be wrong. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all this. All right. Gotcha, Edie. Oh, man. Y'all, this rabbit hole gets deep, y'all. Me and Edie be thinking together because some of the stuff she sent me I already have. That's why I say, y'all, it's so much stuff. It's so much stuff that I have. Hold on. And once again, man, thank y'all so much for coming to your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the motherfucking win. Appreciate it. Like I said, we don't know. We don't know. I'm just asking questions. Everybody's a suspect, right? Oh, good catch. Good old catch. All right. Good catch.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been?
All right. Dumbass. Everybody's a suspect. All right. Y'all look at this. So we got the lady in the dress, right? All right. Look at this. Look at this one. I want y'all to look at the guy that's standing behind him with the white hat on, and he got his phone up filming. All right? All right, I'm going to play the video.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great. Do you know how many mass shooters?
All right, that's when the shot was taken. Look, y'all. A lot of times when people move, if it's hot outside, when people move their hats, they kind of move it up to get some air between their head and the hat, right? And they'll kind of put it back down or kind of move it around to kind of maybe sweating or something like that. Now, once he moved his hat, y'all look at this. I'm going to slow it down. Slow it down. Look, watch this. You see that? Y'all see that? Now, once he moved that hat, right?
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been?
Now, one of his security guards, right? One of his security guards, right? The guy that's in the black, that's one of his security. Right when he moved his hat, right? Notice the security guard is looking dead at. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Hold on. Look at his security right there to the right of him. Looking dead. Right when he do that, his security is looking at him, right? This is Charlie's security looking dead at him, okay? All right. Looking dead at him, right? Right when he make that little, so right when his security look at him, right? After he do that signal, or while he's doing that signal, check this out. Let me make this bit bigger. I want y'all to watch his security hands. All right? I want you to watch his. I pointed out. I want you to watch his hands.
There have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
Right when he do that, did you see what his security do? Boom, boom, then shot. Boom, boom, shot. Let's do that again. Hold on. He move his hat. Security look dead at him. Right? Do his hat. Security look at him. He move up. He move forward. He move. Listen. He take a step forward. Reposition his hands. And then that's when the shot happened. I'm not accusing nobody of nothing, okay? These just some stuff that we are pointing out. All right? Now, want y'all to... Nope, that's not it. No, we don't know. But listen, I don't want to make no accusations about anything. This is why I have his picture up there, right? This is why I have his picture up there. Everybody is a person of interest, right? Everybody in my book, right? Everybody is. Now, they said, all right, I want y'all to walk with me on this. Okay. All right. Show y'all this right here. Now this right here is very important, all right? I want to make sure y'all see this shit. All right. All right. So this right here is the campus, okay? All right. All right, here's my cursor, right? Y'all can see my little mouse thingamajiggy. So right here, we know this is where the pew-pewing took place, right? And here, right along this way, this little drive area here, and it's like right here in this area, this is where his security team had his SUVs parked at. And he was right there in that tent. Now, allegedly, they said that the pew-pewing took place somewhere on top of one of these buildings. Maybe it was this building, maybe it was that building. I don't know. I got to get further information. It was one of these buildings. But I'm assuming it was Gilson right here in the front, okay? Now, if you look at this, hold on one second, y'all. So I'm just giving y'all everything that I have. All right, I got you, Edie. I got you. Okay. Now, Y'all give me a second. All right. So, all right. Now, whew, y'all, it's so much info. It's so much, and we're still in the beginning phases of it. All right. So, first thing first is right. So this is what the news outlets came out with, right? They said that this right here was about the shooting took place right here on this tier of this building on the rooftop. So it wasn't the first, it was the second, I guess, roof head. And then that's where he took a shot, right, across this little parking lot here. You know, was able to look over the bushes, right, the trees. I'm going to bring all that in, y'all. The parking lot, the trees, through the crowd, under the tent, hit Charlie in the neck. All right. And as y'all can see, this woman sent me some of the same stuff that I have. I think me and Eda was on the same page. Okay, so this is what, and now this right here is going to be important, y'all. This is going to be very important. So they have him up there on that rooftop, right? Y'all see him? They got him circled, right? Let me move this over here so y'all can kind of see it. Hold on. All right. So here they have the shooter, right? Allegedly, right over there in this area right here, standing up. I guess that's when he took the shot, and then shortly thereafter, this is when he was trying to run, but he got down on all fours. You know, that's what you see. So remember the first video I showed y'all, they already had this old ass dude, right, detained that quickly. His old ass coming down from, okay, anyway, from a roof, but anyway. All right. Hold on. What I'm missing about the ring? Hold on one second. What am I missing about the ring? Wait a minute. I got so much shit. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. Wait, what the hell are you on? Wait, what the flying? Y'all motherfuckers. Y'all motherfuckers. Y'all motherfuckers. All right, so we see this right here, rooftop, right? Rooftop, y'all got it? All right. Damn. Now let's. I showed y'all that.
Can ride up.
Yeah. You think he'd already be?
Okay, so, of course, here's another video they showing with the guy, with the somebody caught video of the guy on the roof.
Can ride up.
Yeah. You think he'd already be in place?
You would think that.
Like he's still up there.
So there's somebody on the roof right there?
Up here.
Just saying. He just ran from over. Where's my finger? Whoa. From over there, ran in, and now he's right there. Just saying. Can ride up.
All right.
Yeah. You think he'd already be in place?
Now.
You would think.
He's on the roof, right? Edie just sent me this information right here. Like I said, everything is in question right now. All right? Everything is in question. I'm gonna make this bigger so y'all can see. So I see y'all was in the comments talking about his ring. Right? All right. So here it shows right before he gets shot. Once again, I brought that dot up earlier, right? When he got unalive, the dot was gone somewhere over there. So we look. If you can replay it several times, we can rule out that it was a microphone because the microphone doesn't expand like that. Is that Lavia again? Fingal with another $5 of euros. I really appreciate that. I wonder how much is that in cash, right? I mean, in American dollars. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Thank you. That is beautiful. Like that's beautiful. So you see it here. Thank you for that. I never got euros before. Here we see the dot. We see his ring. This particular ring is on his ring finger. And then after the shot, you see that ring went from his ring finger to his pinky. The fuck? Wait, the fuck? On here? But how though? Wait a minute. I listen. I need a drink. So, because I don't want to play the video after he got, unalived, because the video is very graphic. But damn, how? What the fuck? Okay, I don't know. So once again, everything is in question. Yeah, the one him twirling it. Yeah, he just twirling it. It's a detachable ring. So what she's talking about is this right here. I don't want to do all that because it's starting to waste to get my storage. But basically, what she sent me, I don't know if y'all can see it too much, but just him twirling the ring around. So that's the one she's speaking of. Right? So, damn, getting that ass whooped. Damn, look, that popped up on the ground. Look at that, y'all. Damn, why she getting drugged? God, wait a minute. You don't see too many fights like that. Anyway. Is everybody from all these Euros? The hell? Hold on 1 second. That's her first super chat. Jamie, thank you so much for that. Is it Euro fat? Yes, this is Euros. Yes, this is the first. Do I have this shit on American dollars or Euros? Cause so there's a lot of Euros getting thrown this way. I never had this to happen. Right? I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jamie. Appreciate it. Thank you. So look. So this is the question that I have. All right. If he did take that shot, from a roof, from that roof that they're alleging this shot came from, this is my question. Now, I'm not there, all right? I'm not there. I'm just showing y'all something to put into perspective, all right? Now, I think I'm going to use, yes, let's use this right here. Yep, let's use this. Yeah, let's use this. I'm going to show y'all this. And I want y'all to let me know if Great Vibes crazy as fuck. Right? Like I said, I'm just still waiting for more information to come out. Probably a lot more came out since I've been live. But I want y'all to take a look at this. Because ain't no such thing as overthinking when something like this happens. All right. Y'all pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. All right? Pay attention to this. All right? I want y'all to look at this very closely. All right? Y'all see his security team vehicles is behind the tent. That's the tent he was sitting at. Right? This is the tent he was sitting at right here. All right? Right here. All right? Now, we know that he got shot in the neck, right? If you look at the force of that impact, if the video that, because I don't want to keep playing it, when you look at the force of that impact, right? If he's sitting in this area right here at this table, right here, hold on. If he's sitting right here, right in this area, right here at this table, and that shooter was on the roof 200 yards away. Now, once again, Great Vibes can be wrong because I'm not there to actually do the measurements. You see these bleachers, these seats, right? They go up. Right? They go up. If anybody knew, if you was there, you see, if you seen the pictures, the photos, these go up. So you got a lot of obstacles that was somewhat there, right? Trees and things like that. But these go up. Charlie was sitting right here. So you got all this tent line right here, right? All this right here, right? You got all this right here. And they saying that the shooter came from this direction right here. If y'all can see my cursor, they said it was coming from this direction, right? He was sitting here, and it came from this direction, right? Which puts the shooter behind. But when you go back and watch that video, the impact of that bullet. Remember I showed y'all that black dot move from left to right. It's just great vibes. That tell me that it came from this direction, right here. If he was on a roof, it would have came down and struck him. Maybe piercing that tent. I don't know. I'm not there to get the exact measurements. But they say it was in this direction here. But the force of that bullet looked like it came from this direction. Right? Go back and watch the video. It came from this way, not this way. You say, I think it was closer than a roof. I said that too, but I'm not there to get exact measurements. My conclusion to this, I don't think, because I can be wrong. Right now, hold on. Let me show y'all this. All right. I want y'all to listen to this. I want y'all to look at this. Now, this right here is from the FBI. Hold on.
To preserve the ideals of this country, the freedoms of this country. And instead we find ourselves today hunting a murderer who chose to violate our rights, the rights of an individual within this country. Just to recap yesterday's events, at around 12:20 p.m., political influencer Charlie Kirk was at Utah Valley University participating in a student-sponsored event with Turning Point USA. Charlie was shot at that event. He was transported to a local hospital where he later passed. Last night, his body was moved to the state office of the medical examiner. We will continue to facilitate movements to get him home today and with his family. Yesterday, during the investigative process, we located a couple of persons of interest. We interviewed those individuals, and after releasing them and after clearing them of being suspects, they faced scrutiny, they faced threats. We asked the public to be patient with the investigative process. These individuals were not suspects, they were people of interest. We ask that you do not impose into those people and that investigative process. They don't deserve that harassment for being subject to that. I'd like to thank all the investigators that are involved in this. They have worked around the clock, all day yesterday, through the night last night. Investigators from the State Bureau of Investigations, from county, from city agencies, the university, our federal partners with the FBI, the ATF, and many others. Those are just a few of the people that we have involved in this. I'd like to thank all of them for their strong work. Through all that work last night, we were able to make a few breakthroughs. We were able to track the movements of the shooter. Starting at 11:52 a.m., the subject arrived on campus, shortly away from campus. We have tracked his movements onto the campus, through the stairwells, up to the roof, across the roof to a shooting location. After the shooting, we were able to track his movements as he moved to the other side of the building, jumped off of the building, and fled off of the campus and into a neighborhood. Our investigators have worked through those neighborhoods, contacting anybody they can with doorbell cameras, witnesses, and have thoroughly worked through those communities, trying to identify any leads. We do have good video footage of this individual. We are not going to release that at this time. We are working through some technologies and some ways to identify this individual. If we are unsuccessful, we will reach out to you as the media and we will push that publicly to help us identify them. But we are confident in our abilities right now, and we would like to move forward in a manner that keeps everyone safe and moves this process appropriately. Last night I communicated with Erica. The family's devastated. As a commissioner of public safety, as a father, as a husband, I can only imagine what that family's going through. The heinous event that happened yesterday is not Utah. This is not what we're known for. Over the past several weeks, we've seen the state come together to help families in mourning, come together as a community to show what Utah is known for a state of character, of service, of camaraderie, of a neighboring feel. We will not stand for what happened yesterday. We are exhausting every lead. We have every officer invested in this, every investigator, every local agency. The outpouring of support from the law enforcement community has been astounding. We are investing everything we have into this, and we will catch this individual. Having walked through the crime scene, through the hallways of this school, through the classrooms, I can't imagine what the people on scene felt as well. A horrific event where some of them barricaded in classrooms, some of them ran in fear. Can't overstate the tragedy and the horrific event that yesterday was, and how we will work to bring to justice the actions of one individual or any other individuals that assisted in that. Our state has gone through a lot, and we will come out successful. With that, I'll turn the time over to Special Agent Bowles.
Good morning. My name is Robert Bowles, and I am the Special Agent in charge of the Salt Lake Field Office. Following yesterday's tragic shooting of Charlie Kirk, FBI agents have been working around the clock in coordination with our law enforcement partners. We are and will continue to work nonstop until we find the person that has committed this heinous crime and find out why they did it. This morning I can tell you that we have recovered what we believe is the weapon that was used in yesterday's shooting. It is a high-powered bolt-action rifle. That rifle was recovered in a wooded area where the shooter had fled. So the FBI laboratory will be analyzing this weapon. Investigators have also collected footwear impression, a palm print, and forearm imprints for analysis.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. You found a high-powered rifle in a wooded area. Y'all, this just great vibes. I'm not buying that. Y'all can buy that shit if you want to. I'm not buying that shit.
Now, I understand there are a lot of questions about motive. I assure you that all leads, tips are being fully investigated. As of this morning, we have received more than 130 tips. We thank the community for that. The FBI has brought every resource to bear, and we will continue to do so throughout the course of this investigation. The FBI's mission is to protect the American people. It's to uphold the Constitution of the United States. Any attack on the First Amendment is an attack on the very foundation of our democracy. That is why we will relentlessly pursue this case and the shooter until we find him. We also continue to grieve with the family and the community. It's our community. If you have any video or images from the shooting, we ask you to please submit them to our digital media tip web.
Fabu, you say a palm print means they can get a fingerprint. This is just me, and I don't want nobody to believe anything that Great Vibes say on now one of these channels, right? Allegedly. I'm not buying it. A lot of times when somebody go for, an assassination attempt, do you really think that they're going to leave their fingerprints on a weapon? Based on it, if you look at the shot, right, the direction, right, because if you ask me, it looked more straighter than upward down. So this, once again, like I said, I don't know. I'm looking at everything. We saw the lady in the black and white, with the black and white stripes outfit. She was on her phone, and immediately she put her phone to the side, and she did some hand movement. Shortly thereafter, it was a shot. Then we pan the camera to the back. The guy with the white hat, he did his hat like this right here, and his security did something like this on his arm. Boom, shot is taken. Allegedly. Everyone that was at that event, to me, is a suspect.
Website at www.fbi.gov/Utah Valley Shooting. You can also call the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI. We truly rely on the public's help in these types of cases, and no tip is too small or insignificant. Thank you.
I can't even hear his question. The fuck is he saying?
Absolutely. So what I'll release about the suspect is suspect blended in well with a college institution. We're not releasing many details right now, and we will soon. But right now we're not. But that individual appears to be of college age. We are confident in our abilities to track that individual. If we're unsuccessful in identifying them immediately, we will reach out for the public's help and the media's help in pushing those photos. That was a new development overnight, working through the night, studying those cameras. So that's something that's new and that we're working through right now. As far as the security, I cannot speak to that. Neither the Department of Public Safety nor the Federal Bureau of Investigation was involved in the planning or security.
No, that's facts, Edie. That's facts. You hit it right on the nail. Okay? Let me pin your comment. You hit that right on the nail.
Of this event, and that'll have to be a question later for other agencies.
Sir.
So that's a good question, and it's a question that goes to the safety of the community, right? No, not in those woods. We've walked through those woods and secured it. As to the community, I can tell you that this was a targeted event. We don't believe that the community is at risk. However, we are exhausting every resource to find him, and we will do so.
Special Agent Bowles, that is how with the BBC. From the images you have, can you see clearly the suspect's face? You say he's college age. Do you believe he was from this university? And how far do you think he may have gone in this time?
So I can't comment specifically on his face or any details such as that, as it's continuing to be a part of the investigation, and again, we'll release that shortly. However, we're doing everything we can to find him, and we're not sure how far he has gone yet, but we will do our best.
But you have a clear image of his face?
We have images of the suspect.
So, could you trace the gun's owner?
That you've been able to recover, do you believe you know this person is the person that you're looking for at this point?
Again, as part of the investigation, we're not releasing any details such as that right now. We are exhausting all of our resources to be able to collect those, but that's, again, part of the investigation.
Have you been able to trace back the owner of the gun?
Excuse me?
You said you found the weapon. Have you been able to trace back the owner of that weapon or who purchased it?
We are working on that, but again, part of the investigation that I can't release.
Agent Bowles, there's been a lot of turnover at the FBI. Do you think that's impacting the investigation?
Not at all. We've got complete and total support from everyone from the director on down, and it's been an incredible supportive environment so far.
After each one yesterday, useful though, where we announced the suspect in custody?
All I can say is that we're working the investigation the best we have with the environment we're given. So, thank you.
All right, so that's what you saw. So right now we know, according to the FBI, they don't have anyone in custody. Okay, they don't have anyone in custody. But once again, like I said, I can't be fooled so easily. You know, you can't tell me that that shot took place on the roof. You can't tell me that allegedly, well, we do know the person that took that shot, and the way they took that shot looked like they was military trained. All right. But the direction of that bullet, it looks like to me that it didn't come from upward down. It looked like it came from the side. So, you know, whoever the suspect is, whoever set this shit up, you're going to get caught. Because, you know, allegedly the same thing with Jesse Jackson and Dr. Martin Luther King. Why you think they put Dr. King's wife on a gag order? Told her she can't say a motherfucking word. Because she knew Reverend Jesse Jackson was behind that. So normally it's the people that's closest to you that's ready for you that's ready to see your downfall. It's normally the people that's close to you. The majority of the time. I told people, even with the whole Dr. Martin Luther King assassination, when they tried to blame it on, who was that, James Earl Ray, something like that. You know, my father was like, and didn't nobody buy that. You know, something about that didn't seem right. And then, of course, come to find out that, you know, allegedly it was Memphis police, MPD was behind taking that shot, allegedly. And they took that shot. Dr. Martin Luther King was still alive. Allegedly, the three-letter people came into the room, his hospital room, told his security, you know, to leave out of the room, and they suffocated him to death. All right? Allegedly. To finish the job off. But before that, Reverend Jesse Jackson, let me show y'all this. show y'all this. Right when Dr. Martin Luther King was pushing a message, a certain type of message, and they seen that the direction was spinning, was turning. A lot of people fail to notice this right here. Not great vibes. Once again, it's normally your security or the people that's around you. That's why I tell people I don't trust no one. No one can be trusted. No one. I want y'all to look at this right here. All right, y'all see this photo here, all right? Let me put my cursor on here so y'all can see it. Let me tell y'all something about this right here. That right there should have told people right there. But of course, people didn't listen. I mean, people didn't pay attention, right? They seen a public figure going to his hotel room at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee. Well, did y'all know that Dr. Martin Luther King, his apartment was originally originally booked on the first floor? Right where he parked his car, that's where his room's supposed to be located. Because they called in, a few weeks prior to make sure that that room was available. And it was available. Jackson's the one that called in and had his room to be moved up to the top floor because he was working with the FBI and the Memphis Police Department. And they needed a better shot, a better angle. Can't get him on the first floor. We definitely can get him on that second floor. So now he's in the open. Now, remember, technology wasn't like that like it is now. So Jesse Jackson said, alleged, so you don't hit the wrong black guy, I'm going to dress down. Everybody else is going to be dressed up or with a suit on. Do not hit the man with jeans and a shirt on. You look in that photo, you see this guy here dressed jeans, and he got his slacks. And of course, look like some type of dress sweater. Dr. Martin Luther King with a suit on. The guy behind here with a suit on. Jesse Jackson got jeans and a shirt on. Reverend Jesse Jackson is the only person. Y'all see that right there in your face. To make sure that you don't hit the wrong guy. And he held him outside to make sure he was waving at everybody and make sure he was facing towards the north, facing towards downtown Memphis. That's where the MPD officer was set up. The sniper was set up. And that's when he took the shot. He took the shot. Dr. Martin Luther King fell down. Now, of course, y'all seen the photos, but he was still alive when he left in the ambulance to the hospital. And they finished him off. His wife knew about that. Why do y'all think his wife was silent all throughout the 80s and the 90s? She never spoke out. Never spoke out. Because she was ordered to. Allegedly. I got to throw it out there. Allegedly. So remember, and the reason why I brought this up, anytime they want to push a narrative, they'll throw it right in your face. They got to put something for you to see so you can believe it. They don't want you to go down these rabbit holes and actually think for yourself. That's why on this YouTube platform I have for people to engage into critical thinking. Right? Why you think they was pushing the narratives throughout the, like you said in the comments, the encyclopedias and in the history books and all that stuff about Dr. Martin Luther King being assassinated by James Earl Ray? It was being pushed on our face since we was a child. They didn't want you to do the homework. They did. They said, let me do the homework for you. And y'all believed it. Man, look. But when you actually look and get some inside information, like, oh, yeah. You said we are the old prime soul, ain't foolish us, Edie. So said that a man lost his love, and yeah, that's facts. That is facts. You said thought he was shot when he stepped out for a smoke break. That's what they teach at the museum. Don't believe none of that shit at the museum. I went to that museum. Listen, I stay here in Memphis, okay? I'm here in Memphis where the fucking museum is located. I only been to the inside that museum one time. Once. One time. Once. When I was in the 5th grade. Yes, when you walk in that museum, you get a whole eerie feeling about yourself. But it's all about mind programming. It's all about programming your mind. Getting you what they're training you to what they want you to believe. I mean, they want you to be pushed towards their narrative, right? Especially when some people, 3-letter people, is behind it. And they are successful with that. All right. I'm gonna show you something. Yeah, no, that's right, Melanie. Listen, let me show you something. The reason why I show this image, listen, is because look, even with the shot. Let me show you when they took the shot. Watch this right here. Look at this. Right? I showed you that, right? Watch this right here. And these photos so black and white. Hold on. Yeah, you talking about the shit that they want your ass to believe, man. What I'm looking for is, because I could bring up Claiborne Temple and all that stuff. People are so fucking blind. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's some real bullshit, right? Now, well, this still don't do justice. I'm not going to show that. This right here still don't do justice. At all. Hold on one second. these photos, the way they took their second photo is just got everybody pointing towards the direction. So there's no need to. Like they went through the internet and took some of these photos down, because there was a particular photo that was on here that had a different angle of them pointing. And I don't know, because when they release his files, which the files is not very clear. Yeah, look like I don't even see the photo of when he got unalived and they turned around and pointed. They only got the ones from the side, but it was a few that was on here that was from the front. And I don't see it. I don't see it. You say you've been pushing your own thesis since you learned how to read and write? Elena said, I'm going to take offense to the word soon. No, I'm just teasing. He said, going to the catacombs, archives of the museum, and you will vomit. I don't even walk in that fucking museum. Once again, I don't believe shit in that damn museum. I don't believe nothing in that museum. You not finna guess. You not finna sit here and push some shit in my face. And you got a lot of people that's like me. You're not finna push some shit in my face and just expect, people just, some of us just go, ooh, wow, didn't know that. Wow. Well, what you don't know, you can't research. Right? So that's why I tell y'all, man, do your research. No matter when it comes like this whole Charlie Kirk ordeal. Everything is still unfolding, right? They do have a photo of the suspect look like this white guy with this black on. I don't know. I'm not putting that up yet because once again, my gut is telling me that's not it. It's not it. None of this that they're putting out is making sense. None of it. So I challenge you all to start doing your own research. Start doing your own research. Because this man did not deserve to lose his life because he was starting to talk about a particular country. So y'all please keep I need y'all to do me a favor. I want to start going live on Facebook also. Now, I can go live on Facebook now from my mobile device. But if I want to do it from the computer so they can see what y'all can see, I need 100 followers. So I created an account maybe about 2 months ago, but never did anything with it. So I started posting. I posted about 3 videos on it today. So this is why I need everybody. Who all have a Facebook account? Put a 1 in the comments if you got a Facebook account. I need y'all help. I need y'all help. That's fine. We only got 35 people in the room, right? Who all got a Facebook account? Can I go live on X? Not yet. I can't go live on X yet. Who all got a Facebook account? Edie, you got a Facebook? Fat Boot? Listen, this is what I need y'all to do me a favor. I'm about to go live right now on Facebook from my cell phone, all right? And I'm finna give y'all the channel name. It's Great Vibes. Just type in Great Vibes. They wouldn't let me do it the other way. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Because I want to see y'all coming in. Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't nobody do nothing. How the fuck? I ain't worked Facebook in so fucking long. How the fuck do you go live? Wait. All right. Wait a minute. Okay, let's go here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this what I'm finna do. I'm about to go live. So I can know. Okay, that's on. Let's see. I'm gonna put need 100 followers. All right, so let me go live. 3, 2. Okay, cool. Cool. Look at that. Okay, cool. All right. So I need y'all, if you got a Facebook account, just type in Great Vibes. Just type in Great Vibes and see what come up. Because it got Great Vibes, Great Vibes. That's what it have on my page. And when you get over to Facebook, let me know that you're in the room. Just type in Great Vibes. You're going to see my picture and everything. And just let me know when you hop in the room. I need 100. Are you serious? There are 1 million Great Vibes pages. So type in Great Vibes twice. Type in Great Vibes and Great Vibes again on Facebook. Type it in, put it in twice on the same. Put it in Great Vibes, then space, then Great Vibes again. And see what comes up. I need to know what y'all see from y'all end. He said, because I tried to put in Great Vibes on 10 and it wouldn't let me. You say you tried to send another super chat, but it said I already own this. For wait, what? Great Vibes, Great Vibes. Just put in, I'm going to put this right here. Cause I need to know what it say when y'all get over there. Okay. Oh shit. Put that in right there. Let me pin it. Put that in on YouTube and see what come up. Put it in twice. Not YouTube, Facebook. You say you see Great Vibes, Great Vibes. Like I said, I'm out of. If you see it, just if you see me, we gotta put it in twice. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. Is that it? You say y'all sent the request. Hold on. So do I need to accept the request for y'all to be in on a live? Can y'all see the live? Okay, you say you added me. Okay. If you listen, if you can see the live, come in the live right now. You say I'm private? Hold on. Wait a minute. I shouldn't be private. Wait a minute. I have to accept the shit. Hold on. Wait a minute. How do I? Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, y'all. There y'all go. Okay, confirm. So are y'all saying that it's on private? Okay, I just accepted y'all request. Is my profile on? It shouldn't be on private. Let's see, profile status. You said it is? Hold on one second. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been on Facebook. Hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. Just give me a second. I need y'all help with this one. Hold on. The fuck? How would I know you are private? You have to accept my pages. My page is private. How the fuck do I make this shit public? Hold on, who could see your followers on your timeline public? It showed everything public. Public post notifications public. Who can connect with your public post public. Who can see people pages and lists that you follow public. Hold on, who can follow me? Wait, I can't change that. Only friends only friends can follow your posts, reels, and stories now because Facebook simplifies settings and your main profile no longer has the option to have. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Hold on. Only friends can follow your posts, reels, and stories now. Facebook simplifies settings on your main profile. Your main profile no longer has the option to have public viewers. Each time you post or create a story, you could choose what audience you want to. This settings does not apply with people who follow you on the market. You can manage those. Okay, I see what to do. Wait a minute, I see what to do, y'all. Okay, it said go to menu. Scroll down, private settings and privacy, and then it says scroll down to settings. Hold on, what you just sent me? Boy, I've been out the game a little bit too long. Hold on, Edie said you gotta set up a Facebook page, not an account. What you mean I gotta set up a Facebook page, not an account? What's the difference? I thought a page was an account. No, I turned the live off. What you mean? Eat it. You know what? Fuck this shit. Eat it. Can you hit me up? Okay. I can't log off the live. Is it still live? I can't log off the live right now, Eat it, because I want to see, because I really want to get this following base up. Fuck it. Now, let's do this. Did she say check my email, boy? And first of all, I'm a young man. I didn't know it was a difference between a page and an account. I thought a page was an account. That's what I thought. I thought a fucking page was an account. I hope I ain't got to start over. I thought a Facebook page was a Facebook account. Did you get my message, Edie? If you can you do it? Like, can you see my message? No, listen, Sparker, I see what, listen. You said, I have what you want and I can walk you through. She said, Sparker said she got it too. I got like 1,000 emails come through. Man, I thought I was, listen, they're right there just to show you that I've been out the game for a while. You said you do got to start over. All right. All right. You said that's for private use? Damn, I gotta doo-doo. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. I gotta shit. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all. Listen, y'all just be on standby. Just be on standby. I do get my backup page back later on today on TikTok. All right, yay to that. Thank goodness. And then I don't get my main page back until what, Saturday? But the backup page, we get that back tonight. Divine said I don't have to start over. Yeah, I see the email. You said look at them. Yeah. It's okay. Hold on 1 second. So so it's saying that I need to enable. So the instruction you sent me, it said that I need to enable professional mode on my profile. So I gotta enable the professional mode. So the professional mode is gonna make it. You say in the long run, it's better if you do start over, you'll get more viewers with that page. Spark said I don't have to start over. So they saying that okay. Boy. Hey, Kristen, how you doing? No, the chat doesn't lag so bad. If you're watching this live stream on a cell phone and maybe like another device, you're going to see the 8 to 10 second delay. That's just the software that I'm using. But if you're looking at it directly from one device, it's not lagging. Yeah, you said that's all I need is 100. You said change settings, right? That's all I do is change the settings. Amy said that's why I don't deal with Zuck book. Okay. you didn't have to say it like that. That the chat lags so bad. You didn't have to say it like that. Really? I ain't fuck it. I'll figure it out. I need a drink too. Look here, y'all. I need a drink. I'm sick of this shit. All right, listen. I get it, and I'll let y'all know. So when I go back live, I'm gonna listen. I am not gonna end that live until I get 100 followers on Facebook, so we can go live on Facebook too. But listen, y'all. Listen. I hope y'all learned something today. Once again, keep Charlie Kirk, his wife, his 2 children, and his family in your prayers. All right. Because this is a long way from being over. All right, this is a no. I'm gonna start my own new page. She said, "E to start my new page." Hell no, I'll start my own new page. She said the base of the. I'll start over. Don't worry about it. I'll start over. I'll delete that page and I'll start over. It's fine. I'll start over. No big deal. I'll start over. So listen, y'all just keep them in your prayers and yeah, y'all take care of your stuff and stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble, y'all. Please stay out of trouble.